We're on our way to Jimbo's place. He's out. He's done quite a bit of work to his Oldsmobile. We've been watching on the computer there. He's been body filling. He's been welding. He's been doing a bunch of stuff. But we're coming out today. From what I understand, he's going to have the paintbrush rolling today, and I want to see how he goes about it, and give him a little support. Give him a little support. I want to see what he's doing. I want to see what he's up to. We got a little time off today. We're not working in the shop right this second, so we thought we'd go see Jimbo, and we're on our way there right now. It's a beautiful day here in Nova Scotia today. The sun's shining. It's got a little bit of cold air in the atmosphere, but it's nice. Cold air in the atmosphere. Did you like that, did you, baby? Cold air in the atmosphere. Yeah, we'll be there in a couple minutes. Not a couple minutes, probably 20-30 seconds probably. And I'm not sure if Jimbo will be right down there slapping the paint to it or not. Jolene asked him what kind of paint you got. He said oil base?
House paint.
House paint. House paint. He's going to paint her with the brush. Should call him... what's that garage I said we call him? Or the restoration shop? Paintbrush restorations. I shouldn't say that because Jimbo paints with a gun too, obviously, and polishes. He's staying away from that Ferrari because the Ferrari would take his attention, he said, didn't he? Huh? Ferrari doesn't want him working on anything else. I asked him how he knew that, and he said because when I touch it, it just snowballs. It's true though, eh? Look at it the way you want to, I guess. I thought he was going to just field burn this car, but I'm thinking that you never know. You might see this bad boy on the road someday. He's done quite a bit of work to it. He's put an engine in it all by himself, got it running, put brakes on it. Now he's doing a little bit of body work to it. Got quite a nice place here on the corner, you know. I like the look of it, you know what I mean? There he is, there, look. I wonder if we should have went up there where he was. I wonder if that's his gas tank with the big hole in the bottom there. See the hole in the bottom? I don't know if that holds much gas or not. I wonder if he's coming down. Here he comes. Put my gloves on. It could be cold in that shop, I'm guessing. Jimbo said it's cold here, he said. Hey, Jimbo! Got a new name for your shop. Yeah, Paintbrush Restorations. How you been making her? You've been sanding like a fool, haven't you?
Paintbrush Restorations.
Yeah, it's Paintbrush Restorations. You're restoring that car.
My shop. My shop.
You're painting with a brush today, aren't you?
Yes, but I had to go over it. I put on as little as I could.
Yeah.
And of course, it looked like hell. So I grabbed this little roller.
Well, that's what it's supposed to look in.
Little roller. Yeah. I went over it, and that smooched out the brush marks.
Yeah.
But it made it kind of rough. But maybe in 2 days' time...
You're not painting that Ferrari.
No, but in 2 days' time, I might be able to take something like saran wrap and press the bumps down. I'll tell you, the paint's drying real slow. It's like 20 below zero.
I understand. Is this the gas tank of it?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it...
She's not going to make it.
Well, it's... that's just what you see. But the real problem is here.
What do you mean the real problem? You don't think that's a problem?
No, that's not a problem. But that's the problem because, see, I was just going to cut it out here and weld a new top in after I sandblast it. But where it's all gone here as well, and then there's dividers here going down, so you can't get in there.
Baffles.
By the time I was done, then after I weld the whole top in and sandblast it, it probably leaks at least in 10 spots around the seam.
You don't want to use that plastic thing?
Plastic thing.
That thing I give you?
Oh, it's too big. No one can afford to fill that. That's too big. So I found this littler one that's half that big.
So you've got one, have you? If not, I might have one in the shop or the house.
Yeah, no, the one I got, it's clean inside. The little one is spotless inside. And when you're doing a gas tank, if it doesn't have holes and the inside's good, that's the main thing.
Yeah, it doesn't have holes in that.
You know, like, it doesn't matter outside, but inside, you want it, no, you don't want rust on the inside.
Geez, Jimbo, that looks good.
Tell
me to get in there, yeah?
Well,
that looks good, bud. What's wrong with that?
Well, the color I put on is not exactly what I really wanted, but that's after I mixed. The off-white was too much off-white, and in like anyway, and I put some white in it, and don't touch it because it's still wet.
Don't touch it, he says.
Yeah, it's not drying. It's not drying at all. Like, it's drying on the, I think it's drying like 1% a day. So by tomorrow, it'll like...
It might be dry.
No. A week from now, it'll be dry to sort of touch, and it'll still be tacky in a week.
You should put it outside, maybe.
Yeah. But,
geez, you fixed the door all up and everything.
Yeah, but anyway, I got your weld is slightly high.
Yeah.
And I had to fill here and fill here, and I got it mediocre, like 3/4 the way. Know what I mean? I didn't get it like up here. Up here, I got pretty good, and I had to weld a piece of 1/2-inch conduit pipe here because the whole flange was gone, and that turned out real good.
Conduit pipe.
Yeah, that's what it's called. I got a little piece of it right here. I've had this since I was a teenager. That's my metal press for welding. But anyway, that's conduit pipe. It's galvanized. You got to grind the galvanizing off.
Yeah.
But I had tons and tons. I've used it all up over the years.
No, that looks good.
But and here's gone. That bump all the way down is holes.
Yeah.
And in order to weld the front fender or the front of the sill in, it's in a hard spot to get at. The fenders really should come off.
Hey, that's up to you.
Know what I mean? Like I take the radiator.
That's your kettle of fish now.
When I take out the radiator and unbolt the inner fenders and the outer fenders and take the whole fender off, then I can get at that. Otherwise, the inner fender goes right to here, and the fender's in the way. Like, you can't really work in there. Anyway.
What do you got? Some metal over there to put in the trunk?
20 gauge. 20 gauge.
20 gauge.
Yeah.
Is it good enough for you?
Well, I got quite a bit of it, but it's 20 gauge.
Thin?
Let's put it this way. You have no problem bending it. And it has no problem warping all the fuck when you heat it. But
got your seat cover on?
It's thicker than no metal. And I have it. Know what I mean?
Sit in that bad boy, Jimbo. I want to see you sit in that seat. You say you got the seat right on, have you?
Yes.
I don't mind that color paint. But it's not my car, so. Look at the door skin on it.
Right here, the reason why this all leaned back too far, this all broken.
Okay.
Inside. So anyway, I put these things on it off my washing machine, and that goes down and it stays there. And the seat's at the right height. But
have a seat in it.
I only have the 2 front bolts in.
Yeah.
But anyway,
you'll be driving this thing on the road too, won't you?
The seat's exactly the right height. And even the door handle even works.
Perfect.
Things are looking pretty up.
Things are looking pretty up, he says, huh?
But the paint sort of matches in spots, but
I like the color of the paint though.
Like after when it dries, I might be able to play around. Like if I could get some kind of spray bomb of rust color and just kind of over it. Like
You want antique.
if a little bit of that color was spread down over it.
Why can
it's
you
fine.
use red oxide?
Well, that's not really that color. Like this color right here. See that?
Yeah.
If I had that color, I could over a little bit in a odd spot to give it that texture. But that's a hard color to actually come by.
Why don't you just paint her? Paint the whole thing, make it look good.
No. Oh, no, I'm talking next week, not next year.
Well, I mean, you got it looking pretty good
Like
there.
next year, if I found a spray bomb, that rust color,
Yeah.
I could touch it up a little bit, but I don't. But anyway, okay, our today's problem, we'll get down to business here. Because we're not here just to shoot the shit. Totally. Like, there's more important things to do.
Okay.
Okay.
Better grab your coffee and explain it to me.
Yeah. Okay, here's my paint.
Yeah?
The dilemma I have, other than I'm not really excited about polluting my gun, because I got it totally cleaned. Right? It's totally clean. But I can clean it again if I have to. So
when you use them, that's what happens.
yeah, I know. Okay, the problem. This is. Oh, here it is. This is the paint.
You paid a bunch.
And-
You paid a bunch of money for it.
Actually, that's fairly expensive for a little.
$12.
Yeah. Anyway,
That's cheap.
there's the paint.
Look at that.
Now it goes a little darker
Yeah.
when it's dry and it's flat.
Yeah.
It's flat paint. So it'll dry a little darker. Like you can see out here where it's spilled a little bit out there. Well, actually it's, yeah.
Mix it 50-50 with thinner.
It says not to mix it more than 10%.
Yeah, well, that doesn't mean anything. That's
yeah.
recommendations.
Yeah, and thinner, and you mean
Reducer.
Reducer, or do I put Varsa on it? Because this is enamel.
You put whatever you
See,
want.
if
thin it
I
down.
thought that it was compatible, I'd put this hardener in it.
Sure, why not?
But according to Google, if you put hardener, acrylic enamel hardener in house paint,
Yeah.
it won't dry forever.
Is that right?
There's a chance that when you spray it on and go back a week later, it's still just as wet. It'll never dry. You end up washing it off. It will not dry. Now, if it's some paints, I painted a Skidoo. It was actually a Malipa ski, 1969.
Varsol.
And-
I wouldn't put Varsol in it.
Well, that's Varsol orientated, though. This is it's low quality enamel. Varsol.
What did I put in my paint one time and it wouldn't dry? I think it was...
Well, anyway, I painted this snowmobile with it. A gallon of this, it's kind of a red color. And I reduced it with Varsol.
Yeah.
And I sprayed, and I did 3 coats. It took forever. It took all day to get the least. Actually, I don't know if I even got it tacky, but I managed to get a couple coats on it, and it looked good. And the next day, it was still wet. I ended up washing it all off and going up to Bargain Harley's and buying a different kind of paint, which I poured my Varsol in and sprayed it on again, and that dried. But the first can wouldn't dry. So you take your chances if you don't know that. Like, I don't know if you can put reducer with this paint, or
Got
if you
any?
yeah, I got reducer.
Dump some paint in, put it in a little cup and stir it and see if it goes together or not.
Okay.
And,
Well-
if it stirs up and it goes together, throw a little hardener in it. And then tomorrow, check it out and see if it's hard or not.
Well, it's a small area. I'm only doing just the body fill. You know, I'm not painting the car. But I would have did that with this, but I decided that if we can get the blue on, that'll be good. So
I forget what this looks like. Was it bad shape there, or was it?
it was all dented.
Okay.
It was all dented, totally dented, and straightened out, and solid rust
Okay.
with holes.
with holes.
Actually, not much. A little worse than this side. It was worse than this side. Oh, where did I put that reducer?
You end up taking the stainless off it, did you?
It was all. Only a couple pieces were left on there. Reducer.
Yeah, she's chilly. Just dump a little bit in.
Probably should stir it. Does it look like it needs to be stirred?
Put the cover on it, shake it. No, that's enough. Jimbo's concoctions.
That's actually way more paint than I need to experiment with. But
I would dump it to there with reducer. I'd do half and half it because it's thick stuff. You're going to spray it through a gun.
You think it'll work?
And then
because they recommend that
we're below zero here. So
yeah, I know. But usually house enamel you reduce with paint thinner like Varsol. You clean the brush out with Varsol.
Well, I mix
acrylic enamel. You can't touch it with Varsol. It has to be reducer or thinner.
When I spray my trim clad, I use reducer. That's
okay.
a little base.
Well,
you must have something less oily than that.
That wasn't oil. That was
That's mixing up fine. It's not separating, is it? If you know what I'm trying to say. Like if it doesn't mix up.
Oh, it'll mix, and it's not bubbling. Like brake clean and Varsol in a container. If you're cleaning something with, say, Varsol, and you get a stubborn spot, so you spray some paint or brake clean on it. Any of that brake clean drips in that pan with Varsol. Oh my God, it's a war. It's a chemical war. You want to have goggles and stand back. But so anyway,
what is
this did not fuck up at all. It actually behaves. Now if this turns out to be totally successful, I'm going to have to wipe all that white off and spray it on. But I don't know if I have to be any fussier than what's already done.
Geez, Jimbo, you're talking about that's not very good. I think that's great. How smooth can you put it on with a brush?
Oh, not very smooth, but that little thing there is what I used. But I don't have a handle. I had to use my fingers. But with no paint on it.
You had no rollers to use.
No, I used 2 fingers, and I just very carefully rolled it because if that had any paint, it would go on way too thick, right? And thick runs and sags because it takes forever.
We got a roller over there, haven't we, baby? Harold got us some for the roll the doors.
Well, I have to say that doesn't hurt it.
Yeah. I would know if I drip it in your whole can or not.
Oh no, it won't hurt. It won't hurt. This stuff's pretty easy. If it doesn't mind being put,
poke a few holes down around that, let that paint down in.
Yeah, but how when you put your lid on and then let it sit for 2 years? What's that? What's that do?
Well, when it sits for 2 years, it's probably junk.
Oh no, all my paint sits half my lifetime. Like I painted that shop in there. I bought 1 gallon. And I used 6. They're all underneath my sink. No, I don't throw away anything. Okay. Well, that worked.
And now you throw harder in that, right? Now she'd light up. She'd harden a little faster. Probably dry within a half hour. And I would mix it 50-50.
50-50?
Well, I mean, that stuff's quite thick. I'd mix it 50-50 with thinner, so when you spray it, it's nice and thin.
Oh, that's not quite 50-50, but
it was... pretty damn close.
It was there and there.
Pretty damn close. You put a little drop of hardener in that, you probably have enough paint to spray that.
So I should top that right to the top with hardener.
Well, I don't know if you have to top it, but you can if you want to, and you'd have enough there to spray that. How'd your menthol cigarettes go down?
I still got some. They're good. Now they're good, and it's kind of good that they weren't regular cigarettes because I would have had them all gone. Like they last a little longer. I like this anyway, but no, they're good. I'm happy with those.
Well, good. That makes us happy.
Well, we know one thing: the reducer does not mind. That paint does not mind reducer.
No. That's what I figured.
So if I put a little hardener in it and then I spray it on,
Yeah.
the hardener might make it go tacky in an hour, so I can put 2 coats on because 1 coat's not going to cover very good,
Probably.
and 2 coats will be adequate.
You can't- you're not
and then
gonna
by tonight it'll be dry.
You're not going to be able to spray this though.
Yeah,
Why? That's how you got to tape that off.
no,
The white.
cover up tire.
No, but you can't spray the
Oh,
white.
I'm not going to spray above those little dots.
Oh, you're that good that you can spray it right along that.
Damn right. I can spray that without getting that.
Can you?
Can't I?
I'm not. Listen, if you tell me you can, I believe you.
'Cause
Show us.
Okay.
You know what I've been saying lately? The proof
So,
is in the pudding.
this hardener poured in the gun, sprayed on, with hardener, by tonight it should be dry.
Listen, it should flash off.
And
real
if it's
quick.
dry and that white is still wet, I'm going to probably pour some reducer in my can of white
Yeah,
and some
you see-
hardener, wipe that off, and spray that as well.
See the corner of that door?
Oh, you're still thinking about that.
I got it done now.
Oh, you got done? Okay.
Yeah. I like that. I like the cream wheels with the white and the black on you and the red. It's nice. Yeah, we got our 30 days in, Jimbo. We got the truck done.
Yeah,
I'm done.
I'm impressed with that truck.
You're unimpressed?
Yeah, impressed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were unimpressed. What the fuck? What they do wrong,
Okay.
man?
This is the hardener that you're supposed to use half as much.
No, there's no such thing.
How come the can's half as big? So how much do I put in?
I'm not sure. It's just the size of the can. That's all.
Well, that's enough for.
Yes, it is.
That's enough for a quart.
Should be.
Well, maybe not, but.
And if you have a problem with the gun, I got
So,
smaller.
We
guns
just
over
put acrylic enamel hardener in house paint,
there. Yeah, oil base.
oil-based house paint enamel, along with reducer.
Got his concoction going.
That might not be enough paint, but I can always mix up more.
You can so. That little gun goes a long ways, though, doesn't it?
Cool. Okay. Don't have to worry too much about water, I don't think, do I?
What do you mean?
Well, my other hair hose has that water from my tank. On that?
I don't
No, I'm
know.
not going to worry about the water.
Yeah. Jimbo, what's the idea of the tape from the handle to the handle?
Oh, I broke it. I broke it.
Okay.
Trying to shake. I broke it right across here. There's a crack.
Okay.
Right
And you're holding her together.
there. And that crack goes right across down to here, and that needs some super glue. So, and I don't have any super glue right now, so I taped it. But
You used it
I've
on
had
the
that
radiator.
like 50 years, but anyway, I broke it. But I have to say though, I did have to use energy to scrape it off. Like, by the time I was done and had that feeling as good as it does, I had to actually get down there and like that.
That's the way it always is, man.
Well,
That's why people don't. That's why it's called body work.
yeah.
Because you work,
Yeah.
don't you?
Well, there was no dust. I did it, like with the by hand.
Jolene was impressed that you did it with a leather jacket on.
Oh.
I said Jolene was impressed with you. He got a leather jacket on.
Yeah.
That'd be heavy.
Okay. Well, we'll turn the noisemaker thing on.
The noisemaker. You're going to spray that, are you?
Yep.
You're going to impress me.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
This paint, by reducing it, is a little bit lighter, so that might be good, might not be good.
What you'll have to do, Jimbo, you'll have to make a little pattern of rust, like make a stencil.
Oh, that's cool.
And then
kind of like the stencils of a flame.
Yeah, well,
but make it a rust.
Make a rust holes.
And
then take it and put it on your car, and then you spray.
Yeah, spray that rust, fake rust on all over.
Yeah, well, you can. Like, I mean.
Okay.
You can. Did you want to take the bumper off, or you're good?
Yeah. Yep.
You're not going to spray that.
Well, at least fold a piece of paper over it.
You okay, honey? You frozen yet? All right.
I only had two. I had two. Tire bags.
Tire bags.
But I put my two bags of cement in them, like tire bags. So I have to use this. This won't hurt this.
Not at all. Man, I thought we were going to watch some brush action, but we're not watching brush action.
Well,
we're back in the gun.
Last resort, I can always do the brush action, but
I can picture Jimbo down roll. Yeah, that would have been a video.
Hard to do that without hitting my head on the side of the car.
That paint's got to be dry by now. It looks
no. Well, you can touch it down here, and oh my, it's getting tacky.
Look at that, he's still coming.
Yeah, it's getting tacky. Okay.
Noisemaker. The old compressor hard working.
Yeah. Well.
That's pretty thick. That's pretty thin, yeah. Oh, you're looking at all Jimbo's goodies. Jimbo, would you ever use that plastic gas tank? Because if you ain't gonna use it, I would.
No, it's yours if you need it. Yeah. Or not.
Or not. I'm taking it back then.
No, it's too big.
I got a truck that week. I need a gas tank.
Okay, good. In case I'm looking for my mask. There it is. Mask tape.
That'll work just perfect. Yeah, I need that. I give that to Jimbo, and Jimbo said he can't afford to fill it full of gas, so we'll take her back and use her. I got 2 applications for that.
Oh, good. I'm glad I didn't use it.
You haven't got 2 of them, have you?
No.
Awesome. I'm gonna take it outdoors.
Yeah, if this dries by tonight, I might wipe that other stuff off. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm not doing anything with it. It's too cold.
Let it dry.
Yeah.
A good undercoat for something.
But I hope it dries.
You didn't sell your interior yet.
No, I didn't mention it to anybody except for like our world, you know. No, nobody came knocking. It's still there. I get, to be quite honest, I get intimidated quite easy, so it might be easier just to keep it. But at the same time, if I get confronted and someone says, "What a terrible thing for you to do, Jim," my answer will be, well, if you really supported my cause and you double the price. Give me two to 4,000 for it. 'Cause it's going to cost you 10,000 to have them reupholstered. And the reason why they're not done is because priorities. Oh, that's not very much paint in there.
Oh well, just having fun. Just check it out, see what it does.
Yep. I'm not going to bother putting my mask on. I do if I do if I have to smell it. You know what I mean? But
oh, yeah.
This little bit, like, it might tell me, "Ooh, this isn't working real quick," or, "Well,
you really like it." Did you get your car inspected?
I got to weld a patch on the side of the trunk. On the side of the trunk behind the bumper skin, above the back wheel, on the outside of the car. On the side of the car, where the bumper comes around,
yeah.
On the inside of the trunk, he knew right where to look. Put his hand up in a hidden spot. Oh, there's a hole right here. And I got to take the bumper skin off to weld it in. And the front bushings are gone. The tires are fine. And
he couldn't see it, but he put his hand in there.
Yeah, he put his hand right up here, and sure enough, this side's gone. And then he went to the other side, and the other side's fine. So, but I got to take off about 50 plastic clips, and the bumper has square clips that go into square holes that all break off in freezing cold weather. Like, you take plastic clips and plastic panels off cars in the summer. Not in the freezing of the winter.
Yeah, I get you.
Know what I mean? And I have to take the plastic back bumper off in order to fix this spot. And both coil springs in the back are broken. But I bought new ones. $120 Napa for
Right
two new springs.
Napa know
And
how.
they had them in stock. But I got to take the back bumper skin off to fix that one hole. Okay. Oh, that's... Pull that out and adjust that up a little bit. I think I want more pressure than 10.
That's enough, isn't it?
Yep.
Just going easy.
Oh, should we wipe the dust off?
No. Look at that now, would you? Perfect.
Oh.
You likey, ain't you? You likey
Oh,
that?
yeah, you should stand over there because I'm right-handed.
Don't you worry, old Jolene will get the shot. Do that now, would you? Spraying some nice 50-50, isn't it?
To my surprise, it seems to spray just like it's acrylic.
To my surprise.
It looks a little light.
It'll dry darker, won't it? What's wrong, Jimbo?
Will dry that much darker?
Well, I'm not sure. You only got half. It's not even covering yet.
Yeah, but that's just a hint of the color. Like it's gonna. I have an idea. Like the can.
You might have to stir it up.
Maybe. I just bought it last night.
Where'd you buy it? At Happy Harry's?
Yeah.
Was he happy to take your money?
It was only $12, and I still got most of it.
I gotta get over here and watch him spray this thing. There's a major paint job going on here. That don't look bad. Huh? Do that now, would you? You can get more. Jimmy, you'll be driving that car up the road soon. How many years this car sat here?
Sat here 19 and sat in the other place 19.
Jimbo, what about down below your bumper down there?
No, that's rust. I was going to leave that.
Okay.
No, oh, it's looking better, but it is, it might be a little bit light. Actually, when you reduce it 50%, I think that lightens it quite a bit, doesn't it?
Well, it shouldn't. It shouldn't.
Because...
But it did. It shouldn't, but it did.
Ooh.
That don't look bad.
Well,
this is first coat, what?
And where we put hardener in it, that should get tacky.
It very well should. It should.
Or not.
No, it should very quickly. Like if it was a nice.
Oh, I love defying the law of gravity. You know what I mean? Like anything to do with the system, any system. If there's a way that you can make it work without following the rules, I just love it.
I think that
do everything backwards and have better success.
Well, generally the rules are, a suggestion. Right?
A guideline.
It's a suggestion.
Yeah. Kind of like a speed limit. Stop signs.
Well, we don't
highway
go there.
signs.
But yeah, if it was nice out and you were spraying that would be like you'd be able to spray that 10 or 15 minutes be dry. Not even 10 or 15 minutes.
And that's house paint.
Well, trim clad when I spray it dries that quick. When I mix it 50-50 with the reducer,
and that can
put a little hardener in it.
And you can use that or Varsol
with
yes.
Yes.
Like for cleaning your brush or something.
I never have it around though.
Yeah.
I always have the reducer and the hardener.
But
that's why I've used it.
But it works.
It works.
Oh, I think I know how it works. It's the other way around. You can't use Varsol in croak enamel.
Probably. I mean,
you can't use Varsol to clean anything to do with croak enamel.
It
won't touch it. So in other words, it works. It works your way, but it doesn't work the other way.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
It's all good, Jimbo. That car looks brand new.
That paint is a little bit lighter.
Oh yeah, but I mean, you're not done yet.
No.
You're not done yet.
Yes, but even
if you're done yet, it's still lighter. If you mixed a little bit more up, it probably might go a little darker. It does look darker in the thing
Yeah. What happens if I took a can of black spray bomb and sprayed it in this?
Well, that'd be up to you.
And then poured my blue in.
That'd be up to you.
Wouldn't that kind of black would kind of darken it?
It'd make it darker. It would, but that's up to you. That's your choice.
I don't know if
And then you're mixing
I don't know
again.
if being cold. I don't know if my black spray bomb will cooperate.
Right there?
That's silver. Silver.
Yeah. Not bad.
But black might work.
baby. The door's gonna come get you. Silver. Gray.
Ooh, expensive stuff. Don't want to use that. No, that's good. Top of the line paint. I don't think. Oh my God, I don't think I have a spray bomb of black paint in here.
That satin black's expensive, eh?
Yeah, and it's nice stuff.
It is so. It works.
You don't waste it.
You don't waste it.
Black.
I don't mind the blue or lighter blue on it.
Well, no, I don't actually either. But if I wanted lighter blue, I would have bought lighter blue.
Don't be like that, Jimbo.
Yeah. Well, I on purposely bought the darker shade.
Here, Jimbo.
Yeah.
There's that expensive stuff.
Oh no, I can't use that.
Why not? It only needs a little.
Actually,
spray.
in cold weather, this turns gray. You got to.
Well, you only need a little bit. It's not like you're going to spray the whole can in there.
There's black. Probably doesn't work.
No. Not putting that on there.
I don't mean to be so hard to get along with.
Yeah, you're quite hard to get along with.
Oh. Okay, if I spray a bunch of black in there. Now.
So, does old Bill still have your Studebaker?
No, that was not mine. That was his. He had that from new.
No, the blue one. You sold.
Oh, Bill, yes.
He still got it?
Yeah. He had what do you call it? Life issues. Him and his wife. Life issues with him and his wife between their health and incidences where she fell and bumped her head or something.
Oh, shitty.
And he hasn't been. As far as I know, he hasn't got back to working on it. He's been busy doing inside the house things.
Yeah.
Kind of too bad. Because he was quite inspired. He went quite a ways. He got it almost ready to paint.
Yeah.
Okay, I sprayed a bunch of black in there.
That looks dark. Or that looks. Like
I know. Well, when you reduce paint, it does lighten it, and we did. But I just poured a bunch of black in there.
I see that.
Whoop.
And you got lots of paint in there now. You can just dump it in your
yes.
paint.
Okay, see what we can do here. I put this down here so it won't fall on the floor.
Gotcha. I understand that part.
Okay.
Your stir stick's right there.
This has brake fluid in it. Don't really want that. I need another container.
You want the little container over there?
Might as well.
Not worried about dirt this time of day, are you?
Not worried about almost anything.
Put your reducer in that. Clean
Yeah.
it out.
Reducer, house paint, spray bombs, and acrylic enamel hardener. The cheap stuff. Interesting.
50-50, just like that. One cup to one cup.
I'll try to get the worst of the paint here. Gonna mix up too much paint, I might not stop.
You didn't use all that paint already on that.
No, but I'm gonna pour that in with this.
Gotcha. Just like a concoction. Huh? What? Custom. You'll never be able to match that again.
Oh, I know how long I sprayed that black paint in there. About 15 seconds.
No.
I don't think that's enough. I don't think that's dark enough.
Well, that's up to you.
Do you think it's darker than this? Is that good? That should darken that paint, shouldn't it?
I don't know.
You know, I respect somebody when they don't know and they say they don't know.
No.
You don't have to have the answer. But if you say an answer when you don't know, it gets annoying because that'll send me off in a wild goose chase, right?
I understand, man.
If you don't know and you say you don't know, then you're clear. Like,
It's called the fifth.
well, that has to be darker. Although we didn't put much black, but maybe it doesn't take. Oh, this is going to take a little while. It's nowhere near.
I'm just kind of wondering why you went right to the paint. Why?
It's,
Oh boy, I would try down low on the fender maybe. Just you know what you generally do, Jimbo. You usually use the back side of your hand.
Oh yeah, okay.
Softer touch.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you got to go with your fingers, it's a hard touch. But you use the backhand,
Okay,
like you know what I mean. Was it wet?
Yeah, it was quite wet actually.
Cold.
I don't know. I don't think I can spray any more on it just yet
Why?
because I'm going to have sags and runs. You know what I mean? Because like maybe, like as I said, I have heard
Well, it's
post enamel that reduces with Varsol. If you put hardener in it, acrylic enamel hardener and some reducer, it might never dry. This might just be like, this might never dry. This might not work.
It might look antique.
With the paint, when it's raining or something, the paint falling off on the pavement. But, know what I mean? This might not dry. It might not, we might not be outsmarting anything.
It should be fine. Should be fine, Jimbo.
Because it's still probably just as wet as it was when I touched it a minute ago.
Well, it's so cold. Like, I mean, my hands are cold. You cold?
Yeah, oh yeah, my hand's just about numb.
Well,
That's why I touched it. I didn't even know my hand was touching it before it got there. Well, yeah.
pull the Ferrari out. We'll put
Do
it
you
in the
think
warm
I
room.
got enough Oh, I better put some more
You didn't put no
hardener
hardener in it at all.
in. Well, just what was in this.
Put some more hardener in there. I'll hold it.
Well, worst comes to worst. If all this turns out to be a failure, the only thing I'm really accomplishing is washing out the gun again. Is that enough?
Yeah, it should be.
Well, hopefully it'll dry.
It'll dry. There's no reason not to with hardener in it and reducer in it.
Well,
Just put a light coat on.
yeah.
Like
I'm
a,
not-
a light coat, not a wet coat, a light coat. Too bad it wasn't 80 degrees out, was it?
Oh,
Wouldn't that be nice?
well, if it was 80 degrees, we'd be at war someplace.
More.
Yeah, everybody, people don't get along good in countries that don't have cold weather. Although, there's always, that's not true. The times right now are all crazy. because even the cold weather countries are at war.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, all rules that used to apply don't apply anymore.
Just light coat. Covering her up. She has no choice. Still light, eh? We're socking her to her now.
Oh, gotta do inside doors. Oh, I forgot to mask up that little rubber thing right there.
That's the least of your worries.
Okay. Okay, I'll paint it on purpose just for what you just said.
Watch the door skin and interior. A little bit of paint on it, make her look good.
I'm better painting this than I was that Ferrari red. Ooh, that was close. There, see, I didn't get any up there.
You didn't do bad. You didn't do bad. I'll give you that. You didn't do bad. Yeah,
Well,
just leave that set there and come down and paint a little bit more on
that
it.
doesn't. Oh, there it goes.
It's still a little light, isn't it? It's got the
Well, I just hope it dries.
it's got the baby blue look on her.
Oh, it's still too light.
You're gonna have to put flames back on that bad boy
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, I purposely bought the darker can too because they had two different shades, light and dark, and I got the dark, and I think he made a mistake and gave me the light.
Just like that. Now you're gonna have to sit around and watch it dry.
Probably be 4 hours before that's tacky.
Well, it'll be
I still have quite a bit of welding to do in the front there. Like this is not gonna stop me from doing anything here. I just wanted to see that painted because that's like already this car looks better than it ever has in my life seeing it. And I saw it from when I was a little kid going down on a bicycle. It used to sit over in Foster Street in Berwick year after year after year on somebody's front lawn abandoned. And then I bought it later on and I let it sit abandoned for 35 years. But the brakes work good. They need to be bled a little bit more. There's a little bit of air in them, but
that's good. We seen you driving. You're going towards your yellow car, and you're good thing you had brakes.
yeah. Well, that black didn't hurt it.
No, didn't hurt it.
So if I'm capable of putting on another coat, I'll pour more black in it and see if I can get it a little bit darker.
There you go.
But it doesn't look, for what it is, it looks good, doesn't it?
It does. It does. You could probably paint the whole car like that, and it would really look good.
Yeah.
It would. Like, do all the white. Frig the rust and paint it all white and paint her blue. You got her half done now.
Oh, yeah.
And put flames back on it. Mm-hmm. And then you'll be driving it up the road. Inspect it. No, you don't have to inspect it.
Actually, spot painting's only that looks good like that, but if I paint the whole car, it wouldn't look as good. No,
well,
like the character.
I hate to tell you, that don't look bad. That color blue with that white.
No, I know it does match, doesn't it?
I don't know if it matches or not.
But yeah, but the original color and the original white doesn't look bad either.
It
Well,
doesn't?
I'm not. I don't want to disappoint anybody, but this is all I'm doing. Just this. I'm not going to paint the whole car. I have an idea. It might not dry, and I don't want to have to wash it off.
It's going to dry. It's just going to take some time, that's all.
Yeah.
I bet you if you open the doors, let the sun come in a little bit. It's warmer
The
outdoors.
sun doesn't come in the shade. It has. Yeah, the sun will turn the corner at the end of the barn and come in.
You open the door.
Okay. Yep.
Yep. Here's the sun.
Turn this off. Well, hopefully it'll dry.
Sure it will. I'll either use that in the 40 race car or I'll put that in the back of the truck somewhere. I need a gas tank. And that's got no holes in it.
I know. Yeah.
That's the real deal for a race car, is it not?
Yep.
I don't know how real deal it is, but whatever. It is cold, isn't it? That's for
Yeah.
sure. Early.
Yeah, the body fill sanding and putting on.
That must took some time to dry, didn't it? Body fill?
I sanded it when it was wet.
Yeah, I know, but it must
Literally wet. And then let it sit for a little while within the house got warm. Then I put another coat on and sanded it while it was warm.
get a fire on.
Yeah, definitely. But I got it scraped off so that it's well up into the 90s as far as percentage of level. Like I only went as far as 40, 50, 60, and 80 grade mixed. Not worrying about the scratches.
I call that 40-80 prime.
Know what I mean? Like it kind of rough, but level. Kind of
Gotcha.
level. But good, like the car's never had it. The car. I hope not paint it. But even if it's gonna dry, it's gonna be at least an hour before it's tacking, because it's usually at least 10 minutes. Oh, I got paint. Painted some blue stripes.
No.
No.
I'm going and take one more look, Jimbo, and we're going to head out. It's freaking cold. Woo! Yeah. Where did we go?
Oh, you got torches, you said?
Yes, and I want you to help me with them.
Yes, yes.
I'm not big on a torch. I never.
They're
Give 'em some.
good in some very little spots,
Oh yeah.
but really good in some spots. Absolutely terrible in all the things you do. You don't need torches.
Yeah.
Everything you do, you cannot do with a torch.
Yeah.
But there are things that you can do with a torch, even sheet metal welding, that would be not like. The biggest thing is you can have, say, a multiple angled metal curved in different directions. You can put your metal in blob, like just a piece of metal, and tack it here good and solid, and bend it around, tack it there real solid, then heat it up while you tap it in place.
Yes.
Wherever it doesn't quite fit, you melt it down in, and you tap it into place, and you form the whole thing, and then you weld it in.
Yeah.
And you can't do that with a MIG welder.
Right.
You know, like I can heat and form and bend and fill in at the same time.
Yeah.
When most of your work, it isn't like that. Most of your work is brand new metal, fitted carefully and tacked.
Yeah.
And then you just finish your tacks. You know, but
There's a few instances I'd like to have it.
But no, that, and maybe it'll darken a smidgen when it's dry too.
Maybe. I think the whole car would look good painted now, but that's up to you. I was surprised you were putting body fill on it that day. I said, what is going
It was
on?
cold. It wasn't any warmer in here when I was sanding. But I hope it dries.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, baby, what do you think? We're going home? All righty. All right, Jimbo, thanks for the entertainment.
Oh, no, my pleasure. I did that so it won't break the bucket.
What did you say? Square? You had things upstairs. You would when you catch water from the when the roof leaks.
Yeah.
A square bucket won't break.
Right. The square dish pans.
Yeah.
Can be 3/4 full of water, froze, and it pulls up off the bottom. But if it's a round dish pan, it'll break the bottom.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I had a few round ones and lots of square ones, and the square ones I've had for years, and I just every once in a while dump them out.
They don't break.
And the way the bottom curves and the square, the ice when it swells pops up.
Okay.
Right out. Yeah, it's loose. But the round ones get trapped and they'll break the bottom across. You wouldn't think so, but no, I'm not talking about that. One of those white dish pans.
Yeah.
But the square ones don't break, and the round ones break every time.
Did not know that.
And
you're unmiked.
Okay.
Say it again.
That looks well used. Well, thanks for the visit.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Jimbo, for having us.
My computer in the house does two things.
Do you need a hand with it before we take off?
It's warm in there.
Do you need a hand with it?
Yes, I would love to have
Let's go.
someone look that has